Hi peeps, so I have something different for you today. I wanted to do something fun and simple, and I only did two because I don't know if you guys are going to like them or not. So I didn't want to do a whole bunch, though I did want to do a whole bunch because I love doing them, and not that I don't love doing my other journals, I do. But these were just so simple and relaxing, and I didn't really have too much thought to put into them. So I kind of call this like an all-in-one journal, so like a art junk journal. I guess you could call them. So the ladies that you see here were designed by Jamie Doherty. I don't believe she works for Prima anymore, but she was a designer for Prima, and she did a line of these gorgeous stamps called Bloom Girls. And I got her the first and second sets that she did. I never got the third sets that she did, but I love them. When I first got them, I was stamping on everything. I do have some of the stencils. She did stencils for some of the ladies, not all of them, I don't believe. But the stencils were a little too hard for me to clean because some of the pieces were really like detailed and intricate to get, all the little details like of the butterfly, and then when you clean the stencil off, they would bend. So I stuck with the stamps because the stamps to me were just easier to clean, wipe off, and move on. So anyway, I really, really like them. You guys probably have seen her on my I'll show you. Oh no, because I'm gonna shake the camera if I pull it out. Never mind. I put her on my sticker book. She's on my sticker book, and there's a few things that I've made with these. I've done bags with her on it and gave it as a gift. So anyway, I want to do some of those for the shop as well. But I have to. I want to see how you guys like these. They're really simple, like I said, just really fun, and yeah, let's get into them really quick. I do want to get some of the Prima princesses as well. I haven't gotten any of those. So I did a really simple tassel on here, just with some fiber and lace and ribbon, and in my attempt to try to get rid of some of those beads, I just did some beads and a little flower at the end. Really simple, really simple. You can take it off because it just has a ring on it. So this is Summer. They all have names, and this is Summer, and she's probably my favorite. So I did a watercolor on both of them. I am no expert at watercolor. I just love to watercolor because it's super relaxing, and that's what I was feeling the night that I did these. So that's what I did. And so I used some Pearl Essence watercolor that I got from Michael's, and I did some triple thick on the strawberries and bees. Funny that she's my favorite. I love strawberries, but bees, I am not a fan because I'm allergic. So hopefully my camera is picking up the triple thick on the strawberries, or some of the strawberries and the bee, and the Pearl Essence of the watercolor. And so then I added some flowers here and did some splatter. So I was totally inspired by Carrie Fennell, who is Prima. I want to say she's a Prima designer. I don't know if that is her title, but she works for Prima. And she did a couple of videos of these. I think she did card sets of them. And I did cards when she did them way back when. Just pretty much stamped the white card and watercolored it. And that was it. And I wrote a little message on the inside and I gave it away. But anyway, I wanted to do a journal cover. So that's what I did, and I hope you guys like them. They're really simple. So on the inside, I was trying to get rid of some of the older collections that I have in my stash. So this one says Live Every Moment, and there's just some watercolor paper in here so you can do some watercoloring. And this is just some line paper that I had from a couple of journals. And then I altered this envelope with some stencil using Tim Holtz Distress Oxide. And then I did the other side. So let me give you a close-up of that. So I really like it, kind of a bohemian type. I love that stencil. I got it from Michael's. I love it. So pretty. And then I just did some plain pattern paper. So my thinking of this is like, you know, you can use this for photos and journaling and also watercolor. So it's kind of an all-in-one type deal. I actually have one of these that I made a long time ago for myself, and it's a smaller one, and I used to carry it in my purse. And during lunchtime, sometimes when I finished lunch early, I would just doodle in my little journal that I created for myself. So this is Summer. There's the back. I will list them separately. And she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So let's move on to Sharon. And they all have names. Did I say that? This is my second time recording this, so if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. So this is Sharon. Sharon has butterflies. She was the first one that I did. And she has some, oh my God, I forgot what we used to call this. Glitter glass, I think. I put some glitter glass in the triple thick. Actually, I put the glitter glass first, and then I put the triple thick on top of it because it wasn't enough dimension for me. And so, hopefully the camera's picking that up. I love the pearlescent watercolor. It's so pretty. So she got some splatter and she got some drips. Drips and splatters are my favorite thing in the world. I love doing them. So yeah, and then I just added some flowers. And she got a simple tassel as well. And some beads that, now that I look at it, reminds me of like a baby. And a butterfly at the end. So let's get into Sharon. And I also took a, for the front and back covers, I took a black ink pad and I just went around and distressed the edges of it just to make it kind of pop a little bit. And the chipboard, I didn't even say, the chipboard covers that I painted black. So this is what Sharon's look like. And I used some pages I had left over from the butterfly garden, and then some papers from a collection that had a lot of mint green in it. So that's what this is. And then I added the same thing, some note pages and some watercolor paper. And then I altered hers with butterflies and flowers on the other side. And then I was thinking I should put a pocket here. If you want this and you want a pocket, I will be happy to make a pocket for you in the back. And then there's the back. You know, it's so funny. I have a handmade stamp. It's funny because my girl Aaliyah showed that I think Danny sent her a handmade stamp. And I'm like, I have that stamp. I used to use it all the time, but for some reason I don't use it anymore. Maybe I'll start using it. But anyway, so I also have made some of my homemade tabs that I'm going to send along with it. You know, that you can put on the edges of the pages if you want to divide it up. So, you know, just something like that. And I wanted to show you the other stamps that I have. So in case you guys are interested and you maybe want to request one, you can just hit me up on Etsy and I'll be happy to make one for you. So this is Jing. I think I'm pronouncing her right. Isn't she gorgeous? She's on the back of my sticker book. She's so pretty. And I think I gave her blue eyes. For some reason, I was just like, she needs blue eyes. This is Free Spirit. I did a canvas with Free Spirit before. And I also did a canvas with Gardenia. She's the only one that goes that way. She's pretty too. They're all gorgeous. I love them all. And you know, this is Sharon and Summer. And then the first set was a smaller set. And because I have these leftover pieces from cutting these down, they're like the perfect size for the small set. So you see they would fit perfectly on there. If you guys are interested, I could do a smaller sets as well. So this is Hope. Hope. I have hope on so many different things. I brought out one of the things. This was one of the things I was trying when I first was starting. Just had this little cheap canvas bag. And I was practicing and the watercolor spread. So her hair kind of got all messed up. But I still love it. And I keep her hanging in my craft room. And I sprayed her and she's all glittery. But she's on a lot of different things I have as well. So that's Hope. And this is Paige. And Paige has a teacup in her hair. And this is Sophie. These are the real names, you guys. So that you know. Jamie told us there were names of them all. She added the names on the second set, as you could see. But she told us the names of these when she was doing her shows. This is Joy. Joy, she's on a few of my things too. And this is Carly. Carly has paintbrushes and threads and buttons. So yeah. So if you're interested, these two will be listed in my shop. And if you're interested in me creating one for you, you can just request, send me a request, or just send me a message. It doesn't have to be a request. Just send me a message on my Etsy, and I will be happy. Just tell me which one, and I'll be happy to make one for you. I have different ideas of other things I want to do with them. Like I said, I want to do some canvas bags because I've done them before. I just have to make sure that when you wash it, it doesn't bleed, because when I did my first set, I was testing because I didn't know how the mediums I used on there would work in the wash, and yeah, some of them bled, so I know what not to use. And I think I found something that I can mix with the paint so it won't bleed or wash off. So anyway, we'll talk about that in another video, but they will be listed in my Etsy shop today. I hope you guys like them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.